A PhD can be a huge investment on your life and your career, or a huge waste of time, depending on how you approach it. It can be a life-changing experience for some people, or a time period where they spend 3 to 5 years of their life struggling. But in most cases, it is one of the best things which you can do for your career, and in some cases for your personal life as well. In this video, let's talk about why you should do a PhD and why you shouldn't. My name is Pasan. I've just completed my PhD through Imperial College London within cardiothoracic surgery. I'm also a cardiothoracic surgical trainee working in the NHS. Now, one of the main reasons why someone would want to do a PhD, it can make you more employable generally and also in particular within academia if you're not working within research. And this may include more opportunities to travel, to network with like-minded individuals like yourself. But most importantly, if you choose your topic correctly, it can give you the opportunity to work on something which you are excited about. And if you're a doctor applying for specialty training, having a PhD will make you stand out among the other applicants. It can dramatically increase your chances of getting a training number. Now, speaking from personal experience, this was the case for me. Before I did my PhD, I wouldn't say that my portfolio was in a very good position. But having done the PhD and having experienced everything that came with it, I was able to rank really high among the other applicants. If you are a doctor who has been struggling to get into a training position or struggling to get a job in general, doing a PhD or any research degree for that matter might be something which you could explore further. Now, the way I saw this is that if you are applying for jobs at the moment, time is passing anyway. So you might as well do something within this time while you keep applying for jobs or while you keep applying for a training number. And if you do get a training number within this time, you can always think about deferring your start date for a time in the future. And if you're already working within a job, doing research, whether it is a PhD or MD, could be a good way of taking time out of your current routine. Now, most doctors say that when they take time out to do a PhD, they really enjoy the peace that comes with it. But of course, for some people, that peace might not really feel like. But generally speaking, a PhD allows you to work in your own time. So you manage your own time, you decide what you do and when you do under the guidance of a supervisor. So this can be a refreshing time for most of you simply because you feel like you are in control. Now, this brings me to my next point, which is often overlooked when we talk about PhDs. Now, as I mentioned previously, the time you take out to do this degree might also give you the time to go forward in your personal life. Now, for some people, they may use this time for getting married, having kids, or even traveling and exploring something which you haven't explored before. And some might even say that's a way of discovering a part of yourself you haven't discovered before, because it gives you the opportunity to work on a topic or a subject which you may have been always interested in but never got the time to focus on. Which brings me to my next point. When it comes to the value of a PhD, its value doesn't just depending on the 3 letters PhD. A lot of the value also comes from the topic which you choose. The best example which I can give you is these days artificial intelligence and machine learning. It's a hot topic, it's everywhere. So if your degree involves machine learning or artificial intelligence in any capacity, you will find that the employers or the academic institutions which you are going to apply for in the future might consider it highly relevant. So when you choose your topic, make sure it is not only something that you enjoy, but it is also something make you employable going into the future. It is also worth noting that your university will also make some difference when it comes to the value of your degree. Now, this is not a deal breaker, but it may be something which you want to think about when you are looking at the different options, because ultimately some universities are highly ranked for some subjects but not the others. If you're finding this video helpful, then do subscribe to this channel for more videos on academia. Now, I want to focus a bit more on the reasons as to why you shouldn't do a PhD. A PhD is often known as the highest form of degree which you can get. So it can be a very prestigious thing to have on your CV. But if you are doing it just for this reason or just to get the title doctor in front of your name, you may be doing it for the wrong reasons. It takes a lot of effort and energy to go through the process of completing a PhD. So if you're just doing it for your CV and not feeling any passion towards the subject, you might find yourself in a very difficult situation where you're struggling constantly. It is not uncommon for PhD students to be diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and there's a good reason for this. The workload can be very high, and some people might have a difficult time with their supervisors or a difficult time completing their project. Now, if you have already spent 1 to 2 years of your life that you may not complete your degree, that can be a very difficult feeling to process. So make sure you do it for the right reasons before you start thinking about it. Having said this, there's a lot of help for students who are struggling with their PhD. Now, this could be help which is supplied by your supervisor, your university, and if nothing works, there are other ways in which you can get help as well. Most people who do a PhD, they don't earn a full-time salary in this time frame. So oftentimes they are on a very small monthly income and their expenses might be much more. This may especially be the case if you are self-funding for your PhD and you haven't managed to secure a scholarship to fund it. If you are a medical doctor thinking about doing a PhD, law coming on the side can be a good way to fund your PhD. And in most cases, you'll probably be able to cover your entire monthly salary just by law coming on the weekends. Also bear in mind that if you don't have any intention of going down the academic route or to continue in your current path in which a PhD might not really help, doing it might not really add any extra value. So if that is the case, you may want to balance the pros and cons of taking 3 to 5 years out of your life to do this degree. If you found this video helpful, then check this video and subscribe to this channel for more similar videos in the future. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.